Or if you're not at the point yet, you're just starting out or in the planning stages, use the working agreement.
Yes.
That we've talked about here on the show. You can email feedback@businessbrain.show and we'll get you an updated copy of that. I was just working on it the other day. And that working agreement is great because it's also an exercise in working together with these partners.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I've had potential partners that we could not get this agreement figured out. And I would say, hey, you know what? That's kind of a harbinger of the way things might be. So let's not do this deal.
Let's just pull the plug on it before anybody gets too deep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And the way I like to do it is to give them a blank one and you take a blank one. Ooh. And based on the way you've discussed everything, hey, it's going to be great. I mean, you're in the beginning, everything's sunshine and rainbows. But in the working agreement, it's like, what happens when things go wrong? And what is the distribution of profit?
Of funds. Yes.
Funds. All that stuff is in that working agreement that you can work through. It's not as formal as like an operating agreement.
No, but it can become the basis for your operating agreement.
It really does become the basis for that.
Yeah.
But it's a great exercise, and I would highly recommend it because I think you can solve a lot of these problems. Because the key is, if you haven't picked it up, it's flexibility. It's talking to someone, because someone may say, you know what, I'm at this stage and I don't need that monthly revenue, so I'll bank it. But I know you're growing and you need this and whatever. You've got a young family or you have this. You do it and I'll.
Well, I want to. That's the pin that we put in, and I want to leave that pin in until the next episode because I think this is. There are some indicators, some litmus tests to run, and some very dangerous scenarios that you might be able to avoid by really digging in with your partners to be and finding out whether they are actually your partners to be or not. Yeah.